Hey there, welcome back to the BAQE channel. My name is Quintin Croft, makeup artist and founder of BAQE Cosmetics, and I am here to show you the recipe card video for the full face glow kit. I'm super excited to show you how to get a full face glow, even on your eyes, and give you my favorite tips and tricks as a makeup artist to make bronzer, blush, and highlighter work for you. Let's get started. Go ahead and pull it out of its little protective casing here, and you'll see that the same labeling is on the actual palette itself. Oh, that rose gold. Can you even with how gorgeous these colors are? We have this gorgeous bronzer, two blush options, and this gorgeous peachy toned highlighter. What I also love about this pale blush is that if you have darker skin, you can actually also use that one as a highlighter. I'm going to show you how to get a beautiful glow that you can wear with any outfit, any makeup look, or by itself. It's so stunning. I'm going to show you by first starting with my bronzer. I really like a big fluffy brush when I apply bronzer. If you want a more precise application, you can go with a more angled, tighter brush. These are both really great bronzer brushes, or even a blush brush is also great for bronzer. So three kind of good looking options. You don't want to get much fluffier than this, or you won't have enough precision when you apply. I like to get my bronzer on and then I like to tap off any extra so we're not going in with a ton of product. All right, so the typical areas that you're going to want to apply bronzer are areas that are going to warm up the face. Areas, I like to kind of use it as like a cheater contour, not a big contour, because you want to use a more cool tone for that. And this is definitely a nice warm tone bronzer. Okay, we want to go around the edges of the face to give it a nice golden glow and a little bit of sculpting. So a trick way to think of it is the number 3, but you're gonna have to change the shape a little bit depending on your face shape, okay? So just kind of think, when you think of a 3 or an E, you have 3 lines basically, right? So 3 lines and then you have edges. And where those lines come in and where those edges are is all within your face shape. We're gonna go right around the hairline, okay? That's kind of our edge. And you'll notice that I'm kind of focusing mostly on the back end. I don't wanna bring it down too much onto the face. We don't wanna get too crazy. We don't wanna get back to like 2003. It's a sad year for bronzer. As you can see, it's already adding a little bit of glow and sculpt to my face. And we're gonna come right kind of under here and right around the edges. And the great thing with bronzer is when you apply it lightly like this, you'll notice that I'm kind of holding my brush really lightly. I'm not gripping it like crazy. The more that you do that, the more you're gonna disturb your product. It's not going to blend out properly. You're gonna get a really patchy application and it's not gonna look really good, okay? So I'm just gonna show you right here again. This is kind of the top curve of the 3, the middle curve, and the bottom. 3 or an E, okay? But again, make it go with your face shape. If your cheekbones aren't where mine are, if they're more straight, then go with your cheekbones, okay? Don't think that you have to make your face shape look like anybody else's face shape. So now that we have this kind of soft glow, oh, I love it. I'm gonna show you how to apply it in my other favorite places. I love coming right under my lip and right under the tip of my nose, and that just gives a little bit of glowy shadow. Some people really like applying bronzer across the bridge of their nose. It's not really my favorite place for it on my face, but it might look beautiful on yours. So go ahead and give it a try and see how it looks. I'm also going to show you, I'm just gonna do the one side so you guys can kind of see. I'm gonna show you what I love to do with this palette is always pull it into my eyes unless I have an eyeshadow look on. I'm just gonna take my big kind of fluffy brush and get that bronzer really fluffy on there. Look at, it's just so pretty and natural looking, okay? And again, I'm just holding my brush really lightly. So that's how I would apply my bronzer, and when I'm not wearing any eye makeup, I just have a little bit of concealer on my eye that I blended using my blending sponge as I was doing my concealer. So you can see over here we kind of have a really flat look. And over here it is a little bit more sculpted. It is a little bit more warm. We're now gonna go in with a blush. Again, blushes, you can use an angled brush, or I just kind of really like these round brushes. I feel like you get a more diffused application when you do it that way. I love that I've given you 2 different shades of blushes. A lot of times we need a little bit of a deeper tone or a little bit of a lighter tone depending on what we've done on our eye. I'm gonna start by showing you the light blush first. I run about a light medium skin tone. I'm not like super fair, and this is probably about as fair as I'll get this winter. But I'm also like, I'm right in that light medium, right in there. There's some mistakes that people make when applying blush where they kind of like smile, and that actually raises your cheeks up. And then when you stop smiling, the skin actually comes down a little. So that's not really the way that you want to apply your blush. You want to start kind of and keep it back. And this pale blush is a really light glow on me and a really just kind of natural blush without being overpowering. Just gives me a little bit of color there. I'm also going to add that in on the eye here. Just again, this just gives a really natural monochromatic look. So that's with just the one blush. I do really like to layer my blushes, and I place my blush just for placement. I'm not hitting it at all under my cheekbone. It's literally right on top. Now, if you have a rounder face and you want to make your round face just look so beautiful, then do focus a little bit on the apples of your cheeks. That's this really round part here. I have a really angular face, and it's an oval shape, but it's very angular, and I like to keep my angles high. Hello 31. We want to make sure that as we heighten the face and we keep everything looking youthful. And I don't like to do a lot of back and forth with blush. I like to just kind of stipple and apply it from down here where it's most concentrated up. And then again, just on the eye. And now we have this soft, supple glow. Look how gorgeous that is. Now let me show you this highlighter. It is so stunning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit on a nice fluffier brush. You can also do this with a fan brush. I love brushes like this, or kind of a fluffier eyeshadow brush for applying highlighter, right? And I'm just going to give a little sweep right on the very tippity top of that cheekbone, like so that when I turn, it just gives this stunning highlight. I also like to take kind of that smaller fluffy eyeshadow brush and apply a little bit under the brow, right on that brow bone, right under it, to give that little bit of height under the brow. And then right here on the inner corner of the eye, if I don't have makeup on. If I already have an eye look on, then I don't do this part. When you think of highlighting, think of the places that light hits your face first. Some people really love highlighting right above the eyebrow right here, just to kind of really make that eyebrow pop out. Some people like to highlight on the chin, just to give the chin a nice little glow. I also really like the tip of the nose. I think it just looks really beautiful and just really glowy. And then right here above the lips, right in that Cupid's bow on the very top of the lip line, where you want to bounce light off of, not where you want to draw light in, kind of what we were doing with that bronzer. And that's it. That's that all over face glow. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side and just add on some eyeliner and mascara.